Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for a quick EVE Online video. Welcome back to GTA as well, the trade hub in EVE Online. And in today's video, well, I want to talk a little bit about the rigs because I want to do a bit more with the market. So I'm spending some time here cleaning stuff up. You can see that my item hanger is a bit cleaner with some investments that I have made here. And yeah, I want to have a closer look at the market. I want to do a bit more with the market. And while doing so, I was looking for some potential buys, some potential investments here, and I came across something pretty interesting that seems to be happening with the rigs. Basically, I know that the, engineering rigs, capacitor control circuits are pretty popular in general, just to make your ship cap stable. And if I look at these, let's see if I can find them. Nope. Capacitor control circuits Tech 2. Look at that, very close to 1 year low, declined in the last 8 months or so. So I'm taking a small gamble. I'm trying to buy 3 of those for just over 7 million ISK. But where I think things are really interesting is right here. Look at that, Tech 1 capacitor control circuit. Normally around 800,000 ISK, currently selling for 1.1 million, buyers up to 1 million ISK as well. That made me look a little bit more at some Tech 1 rigs, and of course, for instance, the large capacitor control circuits, the battleship version. Look at that jump from 3.5 to 5.5 million. And it looks like this is not the only rig where that happens. Now, stuff like here, you see we like a command processor. Sometimes rigs just aren't popular. You don't have the volumes or any real trade happening in those. Those aren't really going to show these trends. So you do have to look for some popular ones like the capacitor control circuit. But I know that armor rigs tend to be decently interesting as well, especially the Trimark armor pump. More HP is always good, of course, and something that's definitely used a lot in PvP. You can see a bottom here, 1.6 million, normal price that we've been at for February a month, 175, and now selling for over 1.9 million. Definitely another jump up. And now what makes this interesting as well, the Tech 2 ones, this one is actually up, but some Tech 2 rigs are actually really low at the moment. So I've seen some vids go around with Tech 2 rigs, which normally is crazy because those ought to be that much more expensive. But right now, what I'm definitely seeing here, let's see about the repair augmenter. Yeah, that is not a very good chart to take a look at. The nanobot accelerator, not really either. Let's take a look at the large armor Trimark armor pump one. Same thing here. You can see not that long ago, normal price below 9 million ISK, and then you get all of this volatility here and selling at 9.7 million right now. Some other popular rigs, I would say the shield rigs. Let's start with these, and of course we have just more, let's see if I can find it, more raw HP. Look at that, a decline up until January, going down to 1.3 million ISK, now selling for 2 million ISK for the Tech 1 medium core defense field extender. That is a nice chunk of change if you manage to make that trade. Very interesting. I don't think that there's buy opportunities now, but what about producing some rigs, trying to take advantage of these high prices? It's definitely something that I think is possible. We'll also take a quick look at the large shield extender. Look at that as well. Below 6 million not that long ago, almost 10 million ISK. That's like 40% increase in price in 2-3 months here. Definitely looking like we are in an upwards trend for the Tech 1 rig market. And that made me think, well, is something happening in the components, of course? So let's take a look at the materials, salvaged materials. And here we have some interesting ones as well. Look at this alloyed titanium bar. Mid-March, bottom of 5,000 ISK, and look at that upswing here all of a sudden, now selling for almost 11,000 ISK. That's almost a doubling of the price for the alloyed titanium bar. Not yet at the 1 year high, we still have a ways to go there, but definitely a nice upswing. Look at the armor plates. Definitely above average all of a sudden. Not all of them, this blue loot is not doing that hot. But here the broken transceivers, 40k, pretty flat for the year. But look at the burnt logic circuits, 1 year high from 30,000k, now selling for almost 60,000. Is that so from 30k 30,000 discs to almost 60,000 discs. That's almost double the price in about 6 months, and all of that is of course helping with the increased prices. And to me this is a little bit strange. Normally we have these higher prices because of the rigs from structures, but nothing new has come out. Even the Lawrence fluid is actually trading close to a 1-year high as well. We're gonna look for a couple more that show that trend at the moment. Well, drone transceivers, 1-year low point. Should we consider an investment in that? I'm not really sure. The blue icon, well, announced word console though, 7 million ISK above that now, so also a 1-year high for the sell price. And here the fried interface circuits as well. Look at that bottom at 2,500. Look at the volatility, the upwards momentum in the last couple of months. 3,500 ISK. That is also percentage-wise definitely a decent increase in price. Intact armor plates. Now here we're starting to get into the Tech 2 realm, but that one is pretty expensive as well. And some of them are flat, like the logic circuits, and at low points as well. But some of these in the last few months and weeks have definitely gone up. So here we get the word console again. That is showing that pattern. The trigger units, 1.25 million, definitely at the higher end of the charts. So very, very interesting situation here. The rig market, I hadn't checked it that much. I was looking for potential investments, but nope, it's actually expensive at the moment. And perhaps for industrialists and people that, you know, are looking for some extra ISK from their PvE activity, take a look at salvaging. It might actually be a good time to do so. I'm really not sure what's happening, to be honest. If I go and maybe find some other rigs that might show that. Missile rigs, of course, ought to be pretty popular as well, especially medium ones. And then we've got the loading bay accelerator is actually flat. But where is the more damage? See if I can find that. Oh, and that was actually Tech 2 as well. It is the catalyst. Look at that. That's another chart. 1-year high point. Going down to 1 to 1.2 million most of the time, and now almost costing 2 million ISK. And there's really not that many sell orders going on in the market. I think if you'd be producing these, you'd get an extremely nice margin right now. And it's apparently for a lot of these Tech 1 rigs. Couldn't tell you exactly what's happening here, but I personally feel like this is also very good news, showing that the sandbox economy also has its opportunities for higher prices for production as well, to try and take advantage of. The trend has really been in the last couple of weeks, well, anything with minerals, Tech 1 is always down the drain. Plex are super expensive, so we're talking lots and lots of inflation, but take a look here at the rigs. Also from last week, we know that PI is sort of making a bit of a comeback. And yeah, here rigs and salvage seems to be up in value, up in price by quite a bit. And I think that there might be opportunities here for industrialists. So that's gonna be it for this quick video. A little update on the EVE Online market, taking a look at the rigs. I hope that this can be helpful for some of you guys out there. For now, I'll see you guys next time.